Hello. Ah, my. Your hosts are Roland Poley and together a racing circuit? Oh my goodness. We make our way to Canada. A lovely place Canada is, and my goodness, just the pleasure that I feel being with you again here today for some racing action. Here quickly. Of course, they'll be on some soft tires here. Who knows? Let's leave those up for a minute, actually. Maybe somebody will get time and buckle up, because we have a long time ahead of us here. It's Q1 up there. It says 17 and change to go. So buckle up and get ready for some racing. And let's just see who they all are. I don't know. Hispanics we're currently on board with, who's coming out on the medium tire. We'll see what he has to say, we'll see what all the competitors have to say. It's been a long time. I don't know many of these competitors. It'll be exciting for me to check out all of them. Now, someone's already on an outlap there, and it's Isovade. And he is out there in the other Red Bull machine, and he'll be going around this Canadian circuit. It looks like a lovely day for qualifying. So we've got that to look forward to. No clouds in the sky. No negative-looking clouds in the sky anyway. So that's good. So we'll see what all these racing drivers have. There's also Woofafa out there on a circuit. That's a fun name to say, Woofafa. We'll hope he does well, if for no other reason than that. Sporting that lovely Aston Martin livery around the circuit. And who else is out there? Where's Greenest? Hello, Greenest. Out there in the Haas. Showing off the top speed of the... I'm just kidding. He's just warming up those tires and getting himself prepared for his first go around the circuit. There's... Shadow Wolf. That's scary sounding. Look out for him. Shadow Wolf indeed. Now, I want to... Let's jump down here to P17. No, nothing about that number should mean anything right now. And the AlphaTauri, that's Lord Goosler there. Now, some of you... Perhaps some of the elder statesmen of the racing community might remember a fellow by the name of Gavlar, who used to run these circuits. And why, that fellow, he used to always do a rain dance before every race. He loved it. Rumor has it that this Lord Goosler fellow might have some sort of connection. So let's wait and see what this Goose fellow can do. He can almost hit that other vehicle there, and that would... But they made it out of there unscathed. Who is that behind him? It was the Red Bull of someone. Oh, that's the part that's going to be rough today. And go ahead and get ready for that, the viewer at home. I'm going to be terrible on watching my my full track map there and figuring out who's who and whom is whom. Sector 3, there's a yellow flag up there. Someone stopped in the hairpin. Nothing crazy there. Again, lots of action here to come, and let's get away from Lord Gooseloo there and find someone who's actually on a lap. That's an invalidated lap. He won't be pleased. There's another invalidated lap. What about Woofafa? Oh, quickest in the second sector is Woofafa. Oh, but no, he's overshot. Oh, poorly done into the hairpin there, and he won't be pleased with that. If I know Isovade, and I don't, not one bit, but I know racing drivers, and gather his wits and his whatever else's and go again. What can Greenest do? First lap about to be completed here on his soft tires in the Haas machine. And he goes quickest. Good for me. 113.783 at the time. In the MoneyGram Haas F1 racing thing there. Hooray for you, sir. And Woofafa goes second at a 125.857. I'm going to go ahead and say that won't hold. But that's a joke. We know he'll go again. Shadow Wolf also won't be pleased with that lap. He'll want to go again. Now, moving down here, moving down. Who else do we have? We have Pans, and quite a bit of traffic there, as Pans says quick as first sector, but was he able to maneuver that traffic quickly? That was quite a bit of racing machinery there that he had to circumnavigate, but circumnavigated he did. And off he goes. Pans, of course, thought I had something there, I don't. But Pans is a good racing driver. Maxie, what's happened to you? Can we find him? There's no way we're gonna spot this. Oh, no, go back where you were. Yep, you ruined it. He's back there somewhere and he's dead. So, we've lost Maxie, and my goodness, Maxie's got a long time to wait because there's 2 more queues to go after this one. Big line of cars there, everyone trying to get out of one another's way. And Pans, we jump on board just in time again. Lucky me, 113.084, besting Woofafa. Woofafa apparently bested Greenus on his second attempt, so that's good. Gooseldo there went P4. He'll want to try again, I'm sure, but maybe that's all he's got. I don't know. Look who's on track. It's little Tristan, and here he comes. I'll tell you what's most impressive about this run is what I remember most about Tristan is the track was always red when he would set a lap. But that one wasn't red. It wasn't red at all, and it's good for P4, and I will see what Tristan can do going forward. Now, no idea on earth who is anywhere and doing what, but we'll get there. Let's follow this people we haven't seen yet. Based Pistol. We haven't seen him yet. Actually caught a quick view of him, I believe, in practice earlier, and he was in the McLaren then, he's in the McLaren now, and that's all we've got. And, there's a McLaren there, out of the way, you, oh, my lord. Well, take that, team, matery. They're gonna have a quick, I'm sure, a stern discussion in the garage after this qualifying session. I'm sure, Bass Pistol all over the radio, not happy at all with the teammate there, and who is that teammate? Who was that? It was Season. My goodness, Season. Think for a seasoned veteran like that, he'd know better. That's funny what I just said there. Anyway, it's wordplay. I had 2 meanings. My goodness, Bass Pistol, I'm sure he could have done better out of the hairpin. That certainly cost him time. Anyway, if you're just joining us here, it's, of course, once again, not necessarily, of course, but hooray, again, your host, Cyril and Polly, Raina's Racing League. By the way, that's what you're watching, by the way. I'm out of it. Raina's Racing League, and as far as I know, sponsored by Sim Racer Coin. At least it was back in the day. If they're not anymore, well then, whoops. But I'm pretty sure they are. And it's a fine league. And this particular league that takes place on Monday nights is, as Corin is invalidated and we were on him, there goes Season. Now, would it be ironic if Season bested his teammate after holding him up in the hairpin earlier? Nevertheless, Raina's Racing League Monday night, full qualifying, as you can see. By the initial queue in your upper left-hand corner. That's the first of 3. The racing gods said, nope, we're going to make you miss your breaking point there. They didn't care for it. So we'll see. And we know Season will come back from that, and he's a better driver. Just a little mistake, and that'll happen in racing. But anyway, Monday nights, full qualifying, 50% race, and the great thing about this race, if you ride on board with these drivers, you watch their individual racing streams, you won't see a single racing line. And that's because it's been turned off. Because, yes, that's the way it should be. None of that. If you don't know the racing circuit by now, then too bad for you. Let's see what Core has. Now, Core, moving along quickly, opening up his drag reduction system eventually. There it is. And, streaking towards the final chicane. Hopefully there'll be no chicanery. And through he goes. Now, will it be fast enough to get him towards the top? Let's see. P5 is what Cole's done. Now, certainly, right now, we have the Undead at the top. There he is, and the Ferrari machine. He's at the top, and James is in P2. Pans in third. Woofafa. And then, Core, Green is Tristan. Way down the list, we have many racing drivers. Many indeed. So far on track, only a few racing drivers. Spanner, the only one on a lap currently. Now, of course, yeah, and he's coming into the pits. So that was unexciting. Core. What does Core have for us? He's got invalidation. Don't you listen to that red stripe there, Core. I'll validate you. You're great. Just not on that lap, apparently. But you'll get it together, in your AlphaTauri machine. Now, let's see. Is anyone... Oh, Apex! It's old Apex now. Out there in his Alpine machine. Hideous is the livery, but quality is the driver in it right now. And his drag reduction system almost got it out there. It reduces the drag. It's a system. And it's open. And it's closed. And off he goes. And, oh, Undead. Where did Undead just turn a lap? No. I don't know what just happened there. Apex, though, he goes P5. And that's not bad. That's not bad. You know, I've been watching a lot of Apex's races this season, and there's been some ups, there's been some downs, but there's been a lot of quality racing, and actually he had a victory recently at a racing circuit, and I can't remember which one it was, but it was a great race, and it was exciting, and he made many passes. In fact, I want to say it may have been Canada in a different league, I don't know, but it was impressive, so we'll see what Apex can do. Now, we do have racing drivers on outlaps. There's racing drivers at the bottom, and, well, what would we be if we were in Rayna's Racing League if we didn't ride on board with the namesake himself? It's Rayna, and he's there in that lovely Mercedes livery. Ooh, getting oh so close to that wall of champions there. Down he goes into turn one. What sort of lap can Rayna put together? Anyway, oh, well, hello. I've been waiting, and, so he's joined in the booth by some of my good friends, and finally one has arrived, and good friend of mine that I've met in my many travels, Stefan Thuthik, is joining us here today, and just... Oh no, as Rayna overshoots after going quickest in the first sector. That braking point there, boy, that's a tricky one there, Stefan. Have you seen it? Yeah, as he gets his headset put on, he's ready to go, and welcome, Stefan.
Well, hello, Sir Roland, and thank you for the greetings and the salutations. Here in Canada, we find ourselves again, Rayner's quickest in Sector 2. As I walked in, he was quickest in Sector 1, pushing the limits of his Formula 1 racing machine. And here he goes, down towards the final chicane in Canada. Can he do it? The namesake of the league, Rayner. Through the final chicane, quick in sectors 1 and 2, down he comes, Sir Roland.
Oh my, what a great way to begin our time here, and what's occurred there? I don't know if I trust the telemetry, because it said purple. Somehow he must have just had I don't know what happened there, but either way, hooray, and hooray for Rayna, and hopefully he'll do better, and welcome to Stefan. That was you get the headset on and you go right to work, and
well, that's what I do, Sir Roland.
I can see that, and we're very pleased to have you, and just so far, Stefan, look at this. Stefan, so far we've seen a good deal of racing action. Here's this the McLaren's together again. No, that's a Red Bull behind. Earlier, Stefan, we had a moment betwixt the McLaren's base pistol and Thiessen, in which Thiessen, I'm sure accidentally, but blocked his teammate into the hairpin, exiting the hairpin rather. And oh no! Just as his teammate Thiessen did on the following lap, after blocking, base pistol does the same thing as Thiessen did. Ironic. So that's strange. A lot of racing action. These McLarens are not doing exactly what they want. Another caution there in Sector 3. Probably just a car getting out of the way, but my goodness, though it is only Q1, the time is ticking down. And Stefan, what do you think here, just joining, about this Canadian circuit?
Well, Sir Roland, I know that I see on the Canadian circuit an Aston Martin of Tristan loopity-doing, and around he gets it fired up again and going the right direction. But not what he wanted, I'm sure. But as for the circuit of Canada, it is loopity and turny, a few little hilly sections, actually just one. But I find it to be a real racer's racing circuit.
Well, I agree, Stefan, and that's well said, and bad luck again for Tristan. But he'll come in, put some fresh balloonies on, and Wolf. We're looking at Raina, Spanix, and of course we lost Maxi early on. No, wait. No, yep, you got it. We're looking at Raina and Spanix, I guess. Yeah, getting exciting here. There is tiny bits of tiny margins here that we're looking at. These racing drivers will certainly want to get themselves together while we're still riding. Is he starting a new lap? Yeah, let's just stay on board with. In fact, let's ride on board with Tristan and check out this this circuit. Yep, there's part of the grassy part of the circuit. Let's get off of Tristan. Let's do him a favor there. Clearly not a lot of rainfall recently in Canada, the grass appearing a bit dry. But nevertheless, Thiessen is on a lap down into the hairpin that has caused so much trouble for McLaren today. Actually, just 1 moment of trouble, and I've made an awful big deal out of it. They probably don't appreciate it, but who will? On we go, and what can Thiessen do? Can he improve? Coming down. Can he get his braking point right? Yep, right into the pits. Textbook. We were going to ride on board with Spanix there and see what he could do, but not doing well. Shadow Wolf, you need to go. He's in that Alfa Romeo. This past weekend where were they? Yeah, wherever the race was last week, it looked pretty sharp, that Alfa Romeo livery, and this one's pretty nice too. Lord Goosler in P9 has retired. He feels like he is safely through, and I would agree he's pretty safe there. But Shadow Wolf needs to get himself in a more comfortable position here.
I also agree with that, Sir Roland. Shadow Wolf right there on the cusp of being eliminated and not participating in Q2. Of course, Q2, the second qualifying session, comes after 1, before 3, and that is how numbers work.
Oh my, it's an unfortunate moment there for Shadow Wolf, and an unfortunate moment for you, the viewer at home, with wonderful broadcasting there. But my goodness, Shadow Wolf will not be happy, and I don't think he's got time. I think that could be it. Now, Raina, that's the one we're going to... Where's Spanix on Spanix? Where's he at on his lap? We'll watch him, and then we'll jump back to Raina, because those are the two. Hopping over the curbs, very aggressive through there. Didn't look quick. But Spanix is the one we need to see. And Raina.
And of course, again, another racing driver struggling through turns 1 and 2. The left and right again complex. This complex is, well, tricky and blind sometimes as you enter, or at times in ways.
Are you going to get there? Yeah, I know English isn't your first language, but...
No, it is not, but you know what I mean.
I know, I'm just giving you a hard time.
It's okay, there's a Roland in. Anyway, it's blind, the driver sit low to the ground, and, again another, hippity hop like bunny rabbit over the curb, and that will not be good. Oh no!
Oh my!
Oh jeez!
Oh my, it's Raina! Raina's gone round! And he's out, he's done! Oh, he will not move on. Oh. My goodness, and is there anything Spanix can do? I don't recall how his lap started out. It looked like perhaps it started off slow, I don't even know. But can he come up with something? Does he have a prayer? Wishing Spanix some goodwill here, and it's not enough, and he'll be eliminated there. And that's it. That's it for Q1. These racing drivers are... Well, it's concluded, and we'll move on to the second session there, and we'll see what happens.
Yes, indeed. A couple racing drivers eliminated, one unable to complete the session in the way he wanted. As you said, he crashed out. But nevertheless, the other racing drivers will continue the session.
Yes, very unfortunate for Maxi, of course, who crashed out there. But Spanix and Rayner are eliminated. Now, Rayner there, spinning out into turn 1. Was there some sort of malfeasance? Did he have help? Was there traffic? We'll have to wait and see. And for now, we'll just go ahead and say yes. There was lots. Someone wrecked him, and hopefully there's some sort of controversy. And yeah, I don't know. But we're moving on to Q2, and we'll be right back. Okay, now, as a Ferrari and a Mercedes prepare to pull out there, looked like Pans, and it looked like a Ferrari pulling out, as I said. Now, details. Tires. Now, here we are in Q2. That's the second session in qualifying. There's one more to go, as Stefan mentioned. If you're just joining us, it's Rayner's Racing League. It's Monday night. It's 50% race, it's a full quali, and there's no racing line. Yep, just the big boys here, and well, it's your host, Sir Roland Poli, and with me is my good friend, Stefan Thuthik.
Hello there, racing fans.
Yes, it's powerful every time there, and
thank you.
And we, yes, and on board with Tristan. Now, on board with Tristan, we will ride out of the pit lane here, and we'll see what he has to say to his competitors now. The session didn't end the way Tristan wanted. And we'll see if he can improve. Now, let's find our way around and find the first racing driver out on circuit on an out lap. Where is he? I'll find it. There he is. And let's ride on. We haven't yet seen a lap of Canada, so let's hop on board. Oop, oop, oop. Wrong button. There it is. That's better. Smoothly done, but was it fast enough? I'd like to have seen him catch a little more of that red on the inside of that curb. But that's me. Oh, Shadow Wolf! Shadow Wolf! What have you done? We're going to hop off and see if we can come round quickly to see where Shadow Wolf is. I didn't see. I think they moved his carcass away before we could get there, and unfortunate indeed. Let's bring back up the what-have-yous, get rid of the tires because that takes up too much space, and there we go. Well, so course should be, I don't know what's going on. And there he goes. Yep, I knew he was. I knew something was coming. And then down here, I know Tristan was also coming round soon. So Undead has gone quicker. Let's find him. Apex. Here comes Apex. Will it be a fast lap for Apex? That's the question.
Well, I don't know about you, but the racing I've seen from him is not bad.
Well, I'm sure he'd be quite pleased to hear that appraisal of his skills. Not bad. Well, it's one step ahead of participant. But anyway, moving on. We have Brody here. We haven't seen a lap from Brody, so let's hang on here with Brody and See what he can do. Coming across the line, and Brody can do P2. That's what he can do. 7/10 out of first place from the Undead, who we've yet to catch a lap from him. Let's at least hop on and see him. Let's see him. Ooh, and they got a blue helmet in that red Ferrari. Okay, well, we'll wait and see. Looks like he's quick, so we'll hold judgment back. If you run quick, I guess you can do whatever you want. Now, there comes a Duracell battery around the track. Brody. There's Woofafa, who is invalidated. That's unfortunate. Apex. Apex is doing another lap. Nope. Yep. Yes, he is.
I wonder if it will be better.
I wonder that too. I certainly hope so. It's not, though. Maybe he's just starting a lap now. That's probably what he's doing. So we'll come back. Who's coming around that hairpin back there? It's an AlphaTauri. Why, it's Brody again. Watch, he's going to pit, though. I feel it. I knew it. You can't count on anyone these days. Now, there's another Aston Martin. That would be Tristan. It's just... Yeah, there it is. There it is. I knew I'd see it. I knew I'd see that big red track map. Good old Tristan. That's all right. We know he's just warming up his balloonies again, and he's going to go for a quick one here. I know Tristan, and he's ready to go. Now, through turn, the final turn there, he will barrel his way down toward turn 1 and start a lap anew. Yes, indeed, Tristan, no stranger whatsoever to racing. Of course, these days, most of the time, he spends his days racing around to purchase diapers and other baby-related products, from what I understand. But, which, you know, isn't that the true race in life? Well, not for this reporter, but for that driver there it is, and he seems to really enjoy it, and I'm sure he's quite wonderful at it. He's a fine young man, quite tall, also. You might not think it, but yeah, a very tall fellow. But yes, a finer young man you'll never find, and you might, I don't know, but this one's pretty solid, and he's invalidated again. He probably did it a while back, and I was just blowing smoke, but nevertheless, he got his moment on camera, and that's what really matters. That's why these guys show up here. Iceman Walker, you haven't had a moment yet, and Iceman Walker, I've raced briefly against him, I do believe, and feel like it went well. Or maybe I'm just making that up. I'll tell you what I'm not making up. And that's a purple Sector 2.
That's true, Sir Roland. Purple is the color of the Sector 2, and now... Iceman Walker, cold as his first name in the nerves. Will he come down and circumturn the track?
Circumturn?
Yes.
Okay, roll with it then.
So he circumturned it, and he comes to the line only the P7. So he'll want to try again and to succeed more.
I agree.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Now, Season has invalidated. That's unfortunate. We have 5 drivers here who are in trouble currently. It's Season, it's Icevade, it's Tristan, Shadow Wolf. We've lost some sort of incident, and well, Lord Goosler just hanging out there in the AlphaTauris. He's saving a set of tires for the race, and does he feel like he has good enough pace, one lap, to just throw it out there, let it all hang out, and lay down a good lap to get himself through to Q3? I'll say yes. That's what he's doing. Now, Green Ace, I believe, started a lap, and we didn't see the start of it, but we will see the conclusion. Here he goes, still valid. We'll see how he's doing.
Cleanly through. Don't know if it was super speedy, but nevertheless, in the grass.
Yes, careful there, Greenest.
I think the grass may have made his tires a little slippery there. He almost hit the wall. Kept it out, but it may have affected his corner speed. Now, we will see what the stopwatch says. What will the final chicane have to say?
But the final chicane has nothing big to say there. He did well, but was it fast? Has the lap been fast? only moves him up 2 places. He'll, I'm certain, want to do better now. The driver, right now, who needs to move forward certainly is our dear friend Apex. And he's beginning a lap here on those soft tires. Let's see what he's got. And there in the background, I see it, at the bottom of your screen, Lord Goosler, on his outlap, in that AlphaTauri. We'll certainly have to hop down there and see what he has to say. He has to say something. Oh, and look at this, this Apex. I told you, he's found some speed lately, and, he's finding some now, and he is purple in Sector 1.
Yes, indeed, Speedy is the car and driver through this tricky section, which is a place of so much time either gained or lost. What will Apex have done there? Will he hit his namesakes the rest of the way around?
Well, that's the question, yes. With a name like that, with a name like Apex, you can't be, missing the corner every lap. You gotta hit it. Because then you gotta change your name to, Mrs. the Corner Guy. RRL misses the corner guy. It's probably, you don't even have enough letters for that. They don't allow you that. But here comes Apex. And what will it be? It's a P4, and I hope that the viewers at home didn't hear that giant gulp of water I took. And if they didn't, I just called myself out. Nevertheless, first quenched, and Apex P4 safely through to Q3, I would say. Now, other drivers. They're important, and that one's invalidated. Not him as a person, just the lap. Now, Base Pistol. Let's see what he's got. Again, if you're just joining us, right at the beginning of I made a bit of a deal out of it, but just gotta treat your teammates well, and accidents will happen, but nevertheless, here we are in Q2, and both McLarens in a bit of a tricky spot here. They've got to get going.
Yes, both are struggling to really get themselves in a comfortable position, Sir Roland. Both are on what is called the bubble. And if they do not get off of this bubble, the bubble could pop.
Well, that's true. That's how bubbles work. You put too much weight on them, and it will pop. And right now we've got 3 drivers behind him there. That's Isevade, Tristan, and Goosler, who are ready to pounce. And we'll see what all these drivers have to say. But it's getting exciting here. I don't know about you, the viewer at home, but for me, I like it. Now, we're here with Base Pistol. Who else? Did we miss anyone? Undead has shut it down. He knows he's fine. And I'm sure the guys up front there will do the same. Apex, of course, we watched him go P4, but Base Pistol, that's the McLaren we're on board with now, and he goes the same place. He does not improve. Unfortunate for him. Now, let's move down a spot. It's his teammate. It's Season. What can he do? Can he get himself out of the drop zone? So far, he's in it.
That exit, I don't know. I want to see my racing drivers further out on the curb there. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
I swear to God, if you spelled B-E-H... Don't do the chair.
Okay.
Mike, you're welcome, viewers. Anyway, here comes Season. Oh, dear, don't. Please don't. Sorry. So, now, Season, coming down, Oh! Well, we're going to go ahead and say that's a pit lane speed violation, but I don't think they look too hard at that during qualifying. But yeah, showing how good the F1 brakes are, I suppose. As Tristan comes around the hairpin, and 2 minutes to go in qualifying. All these racing drivers making their way out that need to get themselves into safe positions, and Tristan's certainly one of them.
Yes, Tristan in a danger zone. Through the final chicane. Hello, Wall of Champions. We say from a distance, hopefully. And across the line, he go...
Oh, my, no, not good at all. Only P12 for Tristan. Now, he does have time. Slow it down, recharge, do whatever you need to do, and prepare yourself for another lap, but... that was not going to cut it, sir. And Goose will do there. You've failed as well. Your first lap has only put you P11, but perhaps, it wasn't a failure. He's just warming up those balonies, getting them to the proper temperature. He knows that he'll get through on lap 3, perhaps. And that's what we're... Who's coming round? Let's see if we can find that car coming up. There it is. It's Apex. Why is he running again? Just scrubbing in some tires, I guess. Whatever. Now, there's Base Pistol. Yeah, still not feeling safe. Nor should he. He's gotta move. Season and Isovate on their outlaps. They've got to get around. Look at this cluster of drivers back there. Ooh, that's not going to be good for the speed. Oh, my. This is getting exciting.
Yes, indeed, Sir Roland. All of the drivers down here, no one is safe. Each and every one of them could be joining their fellow competitors who are already out in the garage, waiting and waiting for the beginning of the Grand Prix. Because they're all hunting for fast laps.
That's true. And Lord Gooselaw, here he comes, but I'm sure there's people. Who are those guys in front? Let's make sure we're not missing anybody. Who's that car? Who's the Hess? Nope, not you. There we are. James, okay, we're gonna leave James behind and go back to Lord Gooselaw, who is purple in Sector 2. Can he bring it home? A good-looking hairpin there, and what does Lord Gooselaw have to say?
My goodness, Sir Roland, it could be that Lord Gooselaw could have something to get himself through to Q3. Down into the final braking zone, through the chicane, past the glorious wall, and down he comes. It looked clean, it looked fast. Is it enough?
It's not! It's not enough for Lord Gooselaw! Even with the purple Sector 2, catastrophe for Lord Gooselaw. He'll start P11. Oh my, unless Isovate can best him, it could get worse. Isovate's about to come across the line. And it's not enough. And that's the way it's going to end, I do believe. Is anyone else out there? Base Pistol, you're safe. Shut her down. Shut her down. Yep, bring it on in there, buddy. No need to continue. You're safe. My goodness gracious. An unfortunate exit there. And we'll ride there with Lord Gooselaw himself, Tristan, Isovate, and Season joining Shadow Wolf and Maxi, Reina, and someone else, I think. They'll continue to wait in the garage for the start of the Grand Prix. Unfortunate for them, but fortunate for the rest of these drivers ahead of them. Undead James Brody showing fast-paced Apex, also throwing himself up there into P4, getting it done when it mattered, and Pans, Woofafa, Green Ace, Pistol, Core, and Iceman Walker. Your drivers making it through to Q3. Excitement building in the garage, and we'll continue to let it build as we'll be back in a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's Q3. There's less than 12 minutes to go already. And if you're just joining us, I'm your host. I'm Sir Roland Pooley. It's Raina's Racing League, sponsored by SimRacer Coin, and we're in Canada. And it's Monday night, 50% race full quali, and no racing line. And we have drivers heading out on track already. Thank you for hopping off that camera. It was very noisy indeed. Now, Sir Roly-Poly here, my good friend Stefan Thuthek. Also with me, say hello, Stefan.
Hello, everyone out there. Glad to be here, and we're not alone, Sir Roland. Do you see?
I do see it. Now, I knew it'd take a while, because, well, he's just old. But, yes, indeed, we're, as he puts his headset on, being joined by my... There's, ladies and gentlemen, if there's ever even a splittest of moment that you enjoy a broadcast that I present, which is always my greatest of hopes, there's only one reason that I'm able to do it, and that is because of the man sitting down next to me right now. Kiss on the cheek, thank you. One for you. It's my dearest Uncle Roderick Poly, the reason that I am who I am. And, Uncle Roderick, welcome.
Well, dear nephew, it is indeed a pleasure to join you here in Canada to watch these racing drivers roar around the circuit.
Easy there, Uncle.
Yes, it's been a while.
I know it has. Just work your way into it there.
Indeed. Well, nevertheless, Brody will be the first competitor, and close to the wall is he. But fine is the car, and quick is the speed. And I am happy to be here, dear nephew, and thankful for your gracious invitation.
Well, Uncle, of course it is my honor, as always, and I know Stefan has been just chomping at the bit to get to meet you.
That is indeed true, Sir Roland. Many is the day, many is the time. I have heard stories about Uncle Roderick, and to finally be in his presence, it is something quite spectacular. So, sir, with all the dewest of respects, hello and thank you.
You're welcome, and you're fine, young man. You clearly are. As brave. Certainly, that will have slowed his time. Let's hop back to another driver.
Yes, let's go to Woofafer. Woofafer, what can he do as he comes around here? Course at the second fastest lap. Brody's still able to post a 1:12.250, but certainly, there goes the undead. Poor fella. We haven't seen a lap of his all day, I swear. We'll get your last one. Next time you go out, we're going to get you. Unless you think that almost a full second is sufficient, and then maybe he's shutting it down, in which case let's hop on board with him again real quick. There he is. Yep. He's not dead. Now, Pans has pushed his way up to P2. Brody, P3, still core. Now let's go back. There's Woofafa. He's invalidated. Who's coming round next? Alright, it should be Iceman Walker, the next racing driver to set a lap. And, gentlemen, Uncle Roderick, we've watched through Qs 1 and 2 a lot of action. And we've seen racing drivers be eliminated we did not expect. We've seen drivers we do expect up towards the top. It's been something.
Well, nephew, a race is often something.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
My goodness. The two of you are certainly a sight to behold for my ears.
Well, thank you. So, Iceman Walker goes P5, and let's try to focus a bit. There's Greenus invalidated base pistol. Coming through here. Is he up to speed? I don't know, and if he is up to speed, that didn't look like... That's not the line I would have taken, but he is, we'll see what he has to do. It's an outlap. I'm not good.
Give yourself time, Sir Roland. It's been many months indeed.
That's true. Thank you for your patience, and, yes, we're very happy to be here in Raina's Racing League. There's a red racing machine. And that would be Greenies. Nope, there's a second one. Oh, that's Iceman Walker, of course. And he's going again, but I would believe he'd be coming into the pits unless he just thinks he can gain some more speed somehow on a consecutive lap. He thinks it. He's going for it. And let's see what Iceman Walker can do. 6 minutes to go here in Q3, and can he improve? Not this time. Then that had to have been just a warm-up lap then. Because otherwise he would have boxed there. For certain. But Apex, we haven't seen anything from Apex here in Q3 yet. And let's look at that, the skill. The skill pulling into the pit lane. He went P6, we missed it, but that's alright, we'll catch one later, and we need to make sure we're watching the Undead. We don't want to miss his lap later. And he'll have to set one. James, of course. We've missed both those fellows, and apologies to them. We'll get better. Or we won't, I don't know. World's full of mystery. We're just gonna stick right here. Except we're gonna go to Iceman Walker, because he's out ahead. And he's invalidated, so we're going back to base pistol.
Yes, indeed, Sir Roland. Let's see what Base Pistol can do. He has had a topsy-turvy qualifying, but purple is a color, and it is attached to his track map. Now, that is not from that angle. I don't know about that corner exit. Let me just have to wait and see what our good friend the stopwatch has to say. But Base Pistol on a charge, what will the stopwatch say?
Yes, that was quite an aggressive exit of that corner. At least it did look from that camera angle. And P7, that's, I think we may be correct there in that assessment. Greenus, the invalidation there. Let's see who else is coming around. An Undead on his outlap, so we are aware of that. He's about to begin his lap. We'll have to hang on for quite a bit of that. Now, Core. Where's Core? Core is out ahead on a lap, so we're going to ride on board with this, and we are going to make sure that we see a good deal of the Undead. We haven't seen anything, and he's out front, so that's the lap we want to see. We want to see who's out there running speedy. Although Core, he can put together a lap or two, that's for sure. He's no stranger to speed.
No! Many is the race that I have personally witnessed Core lay down what is oft referred to as a gauntlet on his competitors with the racing laps that he produces. Henceforth, he is one to often be reckoned with.
Oh my lord, are you basking in it? Stefan, are you basking?
Oh, I am basking, sir. Oh, dear lord, I need a blanket and a tissue for my wet eyes. They're tearing up. I'm so just emotional.
It's an understandable thing. Thank you, Uncle Roderick. Cool, able to put it P6 there, but quickly, we make our way around to the Undead. Round the final hairpin, we told him we'd catch a good chunk of his lap, and he has a good chunk of it. It's the final chunk. And here he comes down this final straightaway. Well, next to last. They broke it up with a little chicane here. Let's see how he circumnavigates it. Quickly. That's how he does it. Very quickly. Can he improve on his 111.293? Yep, he can. 110.796. That is a lot of purple on the track there. Now, his nearest competitor, James, yet to cruise out there on track. Any moment we know we'll be seeing him out there. Core. Is Core on a lap now? We'll have to wait and see.
I'm going to say no. Weaving left and right and getting his tires ready. It looks as though, however, he is ready to begin. And excitement, of course, will build in all of the hearts of his supporters, friends, and family, crew chief, and truck driver.
Yep, you named them all. Good. And off he goes on his lap, and out of the garage comes an Alpine. That is probably Apex. Or James. No, that's James. That's James coming out. Apex is already out there. Let's make sure we're not missing Woofafa. Oh, Woofafa pulling over slow. Not on a lap now. We have to make sure we don't miss anyone. So that's Brody, I do believe. Yes, we're good. We're doing okay right now, I think. Core comes through. That fast section there. You've got You've got to hit it. I mean, at what track do you not have to hit it? You know what I mean? At what track is it not important to just nail every apex, every corner? And purple was a color there. If you didn't see it, I did. Sector 2 was purple there for core. Now, can he bring it home? Can he bring it round? Can he do anything for Undead or for James, for that matter? And what would James have to say shortly? Okay. Well, you could wave your hand out the car or something. You know, that is, and Undead says, I think you have nothing for me, competitors. He's ready to go. He says, I've shut it down. You've got nothing for me. Now, James, we do need to ride on board with James. Let's catch a full lap with James here because, we didn't really catch much of the front two guys, and this is what we want to see. He's the one who's shown the most. Can he catch, Undead? We'll have to wait and see.
Indeed it is a mystery, but one that will be solved.
Easy, Uncle.
Yes, my goodness, mystery solved. He won't be able to do it after that mistake. Displeasure will fill his heart, I'm certain.
And I'm certain too, Uncle. That was a surprise there. And here comes the McLaren to base pistol. We'll see if he's on a lap worth anything. We were trying to catch whoever we could, and that's it. That's it for base pistol. Iceman Walker coming across the line. He can be improves to P6. That's not bad. Who else is coming round? There's a Mercedes of Pans. Oh, purple sector 2. What can Pans do? Down this straightaway. Can Pans do anything for these front runners? He says, you haven't spoken about me, Sir Roland. Well, let me put my name in your beak there, sir. Here he comes round this final chicane, and it looks speedy, but is it? What will the stopwatch say? And the stopwatch says it was, the other lap was better. But, not bad at all. And we can't hop on board with your pole sitter, who's already in the garage, but we will hop on board with a Ferrari. Undead is your pole sitter. Well done, sir. And, I hope you're... Oh, wait. There's somebody out there. Apex. No, you suck. Okay, now, congratulations to Undead, and Brody. That's your front row. It's a Ferrari and Williams. And, again, Undead already has shut it down. He knows he doesn't need to do anything else. He knew that a while back. And Iceman Walker, his teammate, the other Ferrari, that's the car that'll be on pole. And Iceman Walker's starting a little further back, but nevertheless, it will give Brody a little love there on the front row. He's your other front row starter there. And there he is. So, Undead, Brody, that's your front row. And, yeah, very exciting, and we'll be back here in just a few moments for the start of the Grand Prix. Hooray! And it appears that the lobby has crashed, and it's going to be 3,000 years until it restarts. So, there's that. I guess we'll see you in a bit. Hang in there. Okay, and as you can see, we are quickly loading up the lobby. Raina will be putting the starting order together, and we'll be joining you back again as soon as we can. In the meantime, enjoy these this music, I guess, is what it is. I wonder if I can change the tunes for you, because that's pretty bad. Settings. Let's find something to listen to. Oh, I don't care. Anyway, stay tuned. Okay, my goodness. looks like it's time to go racing. Yeah, finally. And everything's set up, and I didn't take that chance to take a drink of water, so hang on. Oh my. Yes, that was refreshing. Now, it's Raina's Racing League. It is Monday, I think, still. It's been a long day. We've had a full quali, and we're ready for the race. Had a little hiccup there betwixt the two. But we are ready to go, and it was the Undead on pole and Brody outside, and a whole bunch of other drivers behind, and we'll see how that goes tonight. Now Maxi crashed out early in qualifying, and he's your point leader, and Undead, well, he's second in points, so that's exciting. We'll see how that plays out. Now, with me, again, I said it's Raina's Racing League Monday night. We had a full quali. It's a 50% race coming up. There's no racing line for these guys. They just got to do it. Hopefully everyone will give each other time here as the drivers prepare their setups, making sure they have the proper tires on that they want. Their custom setups are fixed to their racing machines, and we'll get ready to go. I'm your host, by the way. My name is Roland Poley, and with me is my good friend Stefan Thuthick, and of course, last and certainly not least, my dear Uncle Roderick Poley. And gentlemen, it was a pleasure to have you in the booth with me, and just what are your thoughts heading into this Grand Prix? Stefan, let's start with you.
Well, Sir Roland, I do believe that there is no way that we aren't going to see much racing action. It will be all over the track, I am sure. To start with, turn 1 and 2 here at Canada can be also tight, and you never know, someone may just cut right across the both of them and take someone out. You never know. I've seen it before. I don't wish for it, but it can happen, and you never know what the drivers at the back will do. Will they hit their braking points? It's hard to say.
Well, that's true. There's lots of hard things to say, and Uncle Roderick, what say you?
I say that the racing drivers are away on their formation lap, and they're led by the Undead. However, it's been a long time since we saw those at the back, starting with the aforementioned point leader, Maxi. Last there, he'll have work to do in front of him. It is Hispanics, and the great namesake himself, Raina, in the Mercedes.
Yes, of course, Raina's Racing League, as we mentioned, is sponsored by SimRacer Coin, and that's the man himself, and he's got a lot of work to do, doesn't he, Uncle Roderick?
It's a true statement made by my dear nephew. Shadow Wolf knows all too well, as does Season, that Highsavade is not here anymore. They also know that, I've forgotten what I was saying.
Oh, that happens. It's okay, Uncle. Don't worry about it.
I'll think of it later.
That's okay, but we have Tristan there. He's in an Aston Martin, and right in front of him there is Lord Goosler. And they're good friends of old, and we'll see what they can do together on track. There's Greenest right there, and Base Pistol. Not the qualifying he wanted there, but we'll see if he can move forward. Core there in the other AlphaTauri, teammate of Goosler. Woofava. Another fun name to say. Look at this camera shot. That's a pretty one. Oh, get off of there. And Iceman Walker there, the next driver up. Let's bring up quickly what they're starting on. Tires they're starting on. Pop, pop, pop. There it is. There we go. Look at that. There's the tires they're starting on. That's interesting indeed. Now let's take that away. All we want is intervals. That's it. I want intervals, and I want distance to the leader. That is it. Is that what I have? Thank you. Now, those things go away. We have Iceman Walker, Apex Pans, James, and let's find a good starting camera angle. I'd like to be further down the track. Are they not going to give that to me? Nope. We'll go with this one. All right. People being disqualified from the session, that's unfortunate. Come on, kids. Someone hit someone, and everybody's hitting everybody, and it's a game of pinball back there. But nevertheless, the skills will come out here, I hope. And let's see what they have. Boys, I'm excited. The lights, 5 of them are on. They will extinguish. They have done so, and the racing drivers are away in a ghostly form. But there they solid up, and there goes your racing leader, Undead, down into the first corner. How clean will his competitors keep it? Let's ride on board with him and look behind. Let's just kind of cycle back through here. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm not good. There is a caution in Sector 1. Let's get back here. Everyone seems mostly be making it through. There is a Haas back there. It's Greenus, who appears to have come out of it not too well. But here is your leader coming through the opening stages here, the opening sectors. It is Undead, and he's leading them through it. Through this opening lap they come. For the most part, it looks like everything has come out fairly clean. Let's scroll down here through the pack a bit. Always, we're watching these intervals, and of course, right now there's races everywhere. Look back there. Who's that? That's Tristan and who's that? Tristan and Maxi. They were doing battle there. We can't see it now. Okay, nice camera angles here, kids. There it is. Let's see if they give us something tasty here as they drive down into the corner. There comes Tristan to make the move. No, he backs out of it wisely there. Up ahead, I do see Core thinking about making a move on Iceman Walker, but not quite close enough.
No, not quite close enough is the right phrase, because he was not close enough.
Well done.
Thank you, Sir Roland, but racing is occurring everywhere. Maxi and Goosel are trading places, perhaps even trading paint, as often happens on a race course.
But that's true, sometimes it can. Where are you going? There's certain places to drive and certain places not to, and that's one of the places not to. So back on the circuit. Oh, a penalty! Penalty for multiple warnings already. My God, it's lap 2. What have you done? Oh, severe collision. Green is with Season, I do believe. I just saw that back there. But James, what's going on with you, man? Hopefully there's some sort of mistake. Otherwise, yikes. Now, let's move back here because there is a bit of a long train of cars.
Yes, indeed, a long train. Headed by Iceman Walker. Behind him finds Core. Let's look. There he is now.
Yes, there's Core. Look behind Iceman Walker coming down into turn 1. It's Core behind, then Maxi, your point leader, trying to make his way through the field. Elsewhere, really, your point leader, or your, second points and Undead there, trying to get out of DRS range up front, but not quite able to do so. Brody just able to hang in there, and we're waiting for DRS to be allowed so that we can see if he can catch him. But can he hang in there? He's trying to. He's taking some hundreds out of it there. Oh, and then he lost a big chunk. So, nice job, stopwatch. Look at this, though. This is a good battle here. Let's get off of that. That was loud for a while. Sorry for you viewers at home there. Little rusty. But look at this racing action. Down into the corner, it's Core. He thinks about a move to the outside. No, it does not go. And look at this coming up behind. It's Maxi, your point leader. What will he have to say?
I believe he will have much to say, as now we see the drag reduction system open. That flap on the back of the cars that allows them to slip through the air with greater air slip.
That's it. And that's what they're doing, and Maxi's done so, and he's made his way up into P8. Good job, sir. Next on his list is to target is Core, and we'll see what he can do. As up front, Undead is stepped away from Brody, and there's big intervals there. I'm trying to get, let's see, anywhere else? Really, no. Woofafa. Let's see you as your. Ooh, I like this view. At some point in this game, they're going to give us the option to just have this whenever we want it. Choose our camera angles. That's all we want. You know, we're just humble commentators, but, you know, we don't ask for much, but control of options for cameras would be nice, because that helicopter one, whoop, that's a good one. Oh, and back behind, it's Maxi and Core. Almost missed it, but, Maxi said, look at me. You can't not see it. I'm right back here, and I saw it, and away he goes. Nice move there, your point leader. On, On a bit of a tear here. Now let's go back. We do see Greenus about to make a move around Isovade, who appeared to have been in the grass there a bit. Or maybe it was Green. I don't know. My eyes aren't good. I should wear glasses.
You are wearing glasses already, Sir Roland.
Yeah, that's true. I was just...
Oh, my bad.
Yes, anyway, Stefan, what do you think of the race so far?
I think the race so far is okay. Up here we do see a bit of action. There are intervals dropping. Apex, Pans, and Woofafa. As Apex closes in on Pans, that will only let Woofafa get closer. And that is only good for us, the viewers. Oh, look at the back. Look at the back. Tristan, Rainer. Oh, no, look at him.
He's gone around. Oh, my. Tristan's gone round in his Aston Martin. Oh, that's unfortunate. Back up here where the battles are going on, but we got back there just in time to see it. And was there contact? Or was it? It didn't. I don't think there was. My goodness, it looked like he just perhaps came into that corner close to the back of Rainer and just could not make the move. And that is a tricky section there. And that's right on board with Maxi. Oh, he's gonna have DRS here. Beep. That's the sound of it. Boop. Oh, look at that. That reflects nicely, doesn't it? And around he goes. Move made, move done. Well done, Maxi. Your point leader on quite a tear indeed. And there's Apex. He's lost a bit of ground there on Pans, and indeed he has lost the DRS. Let's go back to Wafa. Can he close in on Maxi? I haven't seen anybody do it yet. So far it's been Maxi just making passes on whoever he wants, whenever he wants. But can Wafa be the one to put a stop to it?
I believe with a name like... Dear me.
It's a big one, isn't it, for you, Uncle?
Dare I attempt it? Oh, God. I need a pill. But anyway, is showing some good racing skill indeed. And I think he could be one to catch Maxi.
Yes, but as he's trying to catch Maxi, Maxi is closing in on Apex, and he's closed in, and he's made the move, he's done, he's gone. And on he goes. And that's a quality bit of driving here by Maxi, just making his way through. Oh no, Iceman Walker has multiple time penalties. Let's take a peek at that real quick. Oop. Alright, try again. There we go. Details, penalties. Yikes! Right, so a whole bunch of action there, a few 3 seconds penalties, and then something there at the bottom. So, let's take that away. Back away we go. Now, and Rainer picks one up as well. Multiple penalties. Unfortunates. Multiple occurrences of unfortunates. But hopefully these racing drivers will settle into a rhythm here eventually and knock it off.
Yes, indeed. Sir Roland, the penalty. A part of racing, wherever you go, however old you are in your racing career, the penalty. Whether it is, like we see here, for multiple warnings of line infringements, speeding in the pit lane, bashing into another racing driver, or the meatball flag, because your racing machine is a piece of garbage. Any penalties are costly for racing drivers, and these racing drivers are indeed going to feel the sting and the burn whenever these penalties are applied.
Well, that's true. Whether it's post-race, if there's any 5-second penalties that can be served in the pits, that's wonderful. But Apex picks up a 3-second penalty. If I've told him once, I've told him 1,000 times. If you do anything, you don't pick up penalties in races. Sickens me. Oh, and Mufafa just says, I'm just going to drive wherever I want. Right over the grass here. Everyone's getting penalties left and right, and he's just doing a little lawn care. But perhaps that's his first warning, and he figured, I'll take the risk. I'll take one. My dear Lord. Look at this. It's like I'm at the zebra exhibit at the zoo. That was a triple alliterative. That was pretty good.
Yes. Not bad, dear nephew. That is a veteran's trick indeed.
Well, I have been around the block here. Out front, let's pay some homage. There's your race leader. We saw him for about 2 seconds in qualifying. He was that fast, and here he is out front, undead. As I said, P2 in points, 11 points behind Maxi, who is tearing through the field. So there's a reason that Undead is trying to run race field. What's this? How long's that been out? I don't know. Clearly these two have no idea, but I knew that car right there didn't look normal, and certainly it's not. It's the safety car, and someone must be out. Here's Tristan. That's unfortunate. Base pista 5-second penalty, spinning in the pit lane. And of course, a lot of drivers are coming in the pits right now. They are that timed out well for them. Not so well for others. Drivers like your race leader there. I believe he was too far past when it came out. So a lot of fortunate drivers back there. We'll see how this all shakes out. In the meantime, we have a food delivery here, and so we're going to pause for just one moment while these drivers stack up and sort it out, and I have to go to an area. We'll be right back. Just enjoy your moment there. Okay, now under this safety car, how's it gonna sort itself out? Undead decides to stay out still. Let's take a peek at the tires that everyone is on. So Undead staying out, as is Brody on 9-lap old mediums. Iceman Walker, of course, staying out on the hard tires. Isovade on 8-lap old hards as well, further back. Curious that Season did not stop. On the 6-lap old mediums, if you're that far, well, perhaps just his track position didn't allow. I don't know. What do I know? But nevertheless, we are under a safety car, and that should provide us hopefully with a little bit of action. The cars were getting a bit stretched out there. Not that they weren't providing action, but we can always stand for more. Isn't that true? Other gentlemen.
Well, that is true. More action could be provided. However, sometimes the best races aren't from the spectator's point of view, but from the cockpit itself.
And your point?
My point is, I
think your point is that you want a nice calm race as a driver, but yeah, I get it. But to us, the viewer, we want to see some action. And so, looks like NASCAR threw a caution here, and who knows for what? And it was for Tristan. Never mind. Anyway, so that must have taken place a long. Did that safety car come out like way back when he crashed with Raider? And then I just yabbed on and on and on and on and on until I noted. I certainly hope not. Oh my God. All right. Well, drivers coming into the pit lane, and the rest of them driving around. So that's that. So, as you enjoy this safety car period, we'll enjoy it as well, and be back after a word from our sponsors, Simrace a Coin and my water bottle. Okay, and we are back, and we're watching them run round and round, and I assumedly the safety car will be in this lap. Ah, thank God for that. Now, back to racing action soon, and what kind of a race restarter is Undead? And most importantly, what kind of a race restarter is Brody? Now let's ride on board with Brody and see exactly what kind of race restart he gets. Oh, get the tires out of there. No one cares anymore. When will Undead go? How will Brody respond? I'm on pins and on needles. Oh, that's the moment. Nope, it's not the moment I thought it was. Maybe he'll keep it. Maybe he'll wait. It's his option. I mean, he can wait as long as he wants.
Yes, indeed. Waiting, waiting, waiting. The game being played by the Undead, and he's gone. He's gone.
Yes, and we'll see how he does under braking here, but he caught him a little bit. He caught him a little bit. But at second place, you'd have to time it absolutely perfectly. But, you know, he did his best. Not too bad by Brody at all. He's right in there with it. And there's another 3-second penalty. What a shock. Now, can Brody stay with him? Can James stay up there? They've got to do something. One of them has got to take the fight to the Undead. My God. Nothing against the Undead, but, you know, let's see a battle. Go get him!
Yes, indeed, Sir Roland. It would be good for the sport of racing for everyone to take the fight to one another at all times. As we see here, everyone trying to close in on him, unable to do so. Let's go back here. There are overtakes being made. We're missing them. For example, this one here, it is Maxi. And he is going around Iceman Walker. Unfortunate for him. And there is Lord Gooselar, slow. Slow is Lord Gooselar. Out of the corner, we have paid no attention to him all race. Perhaps this is why.
But that's mean. We love Lord Gooselar. I mean, how dare you?
Apologies to Lord Gooselar. You're the greatest. We love you.
But that's better. Now, simply a case of malfeasance on the part of someone else, I'm certain. How dare you? Now, nevertheless, let's get back up and see what's going on. Is anyone having anything to say? Can Brody do it? I want to see it. Do it, Brody. Brody all over the back of your leader, the Undead, and, what can he do? Closing in, a tricky section here. The dirty air coming off the Ferrari will be of no help to Brody, but Brody handles it well. And back here, who's this? Was it Pans? Pans definitely about to make a move. Except not. And, my goodness, look at this train of racing machines. It's exciting. Let's ride on here and watch. Nope, that's terrible.
Yes, Undead leading his opponents round. A line of 4, almost 5. Who wants it most is the question always asked by this racing observer. Thus far it has been Undead. However, Brody, James and Pans and Maxi all appear to be stepping up. And who amongst them will be stepping up to a podium is the question.
That's true, that is the question. Undead, barring some sort of incident or, something, he'll be your race winner. The virtual safety car is out. That's no good. There's a blue car far back there. Can we catch it? Oh, he's loopity-doing around. Spanix appears to have gone round. There's the marshal waving his yellow flag. Letting no one know that the caution is out because there's no one back there, but good for him. He's getting his practice in. Wave it on, buddy. But virtual safety car is out, and again, maintain those deltas, boys, on their dash. They'll see, on their steering wheels, they'll see a little delta. An interval of time that you have to stay within. Oh no! And just as I was explaining, Shadow Wolf has run afoul. And as Undead is coming in for I assume a scheduled pit stop. But what did I say? Wolf McGee. Yes, he's got a drive-through. He's gonna have to come in and serve that right now. Oh, unfortunate. And now James is your leader. And what does Brody have? Oh, wait, we missed it. Oh, James, I'm so sorry. I'm the worst. I'm not good. I haven't done this in a year. Oh, God, don't hate me.
He won't hate you, but he will be pleased to be in the lead of this race. Despite penalties, much time left to gain a lead and overcome them.
Yes, but I'd gotta say, very impressed with Pans here. And, ooh, thought I was about to be real. Oh! Who was that? Brody! Brody made a mistake, it appears. Overdrove the corner, and Pans is the recipient of that position. What's going on? That's something. We gotta go back. There's tomfoolery afoot. Alright, I give up. Now we're gonna go back towards the front. Because there's things happening. Maxi. Closing in on Brody, but not quite close enough to make the move yet. And Brody pulls into the pits. So places changing place there. Looking back through the pack. Appears that Greenest might be trying to make a move on Undead recently out of the pits. No, that's just the pit time cycling through. We'll just kind of hang tight there at the front and let this cycle through and see what happens. So your leader currently, it is RRL James, and it is RRL, Raiders Racing League. It's Monday. There you see Rainer himself down there in P12. He'll want to improve that. I don't know. Not the race he wanted. Not the race a lot of drivers wanted, but the race some drivers did. I guess that's how racing works. Undead. About to make a move on Apex. And there's that helicopter view again that we love so much. Look at it. Careful, drivers. Battle hard, you. Battle harder than that. Apex!
Unlucky are we to witness such repetitive abuse of the steward's kind and reasonable allowances on track limits. Each and every Grand Prix, they set out a reasonable allowance of distance. Oh my!
Yes, that was very close there, and I'll go ahead and just cut you off on that other thought there.
Why?
Well, because the stewards suck.
How dare you! Your great.
That doesn't count. That was kart racing with horses. It doesn't. There was fruit on the back of it, for God's sake. It doesn't count.
It counts.
Okay, well, we can discuss this at Thanksgiving. Nevertheless,
Thanksgiving.
Yes, we celebrate that now. When you come over here every other year, you're coming over here this year, Uncle.
Oh God, America.
Yes, that's right. It's wonderful.
We'll see.
Anyway, racing is happening, and the Undead is moving through the field, and Maxi's up here. Let's see if he can make some moves and get up on Pans. Oh, no, but closer. It's Apex and Iceman Walker. Get him, Apex. Sick 'em, you. Get him. There's that hideous Alpine machine trying to make a move on the pretty Ferrari. But despite the gross look of the livery, he is speedy here. He has drag reduction system. It is open, and the move is made. And that's Apex up to P7. We'll just try to forget about that little black and white flag next to his name. How many penalties does everyone have? Take a quick peek at that again. Penalties. 6 seconds for Apex. That's gross. And other drivers have penalties also. Now, as we keep moving through, Stefan, you've been awfully quiet. What do you think about this race?
Sorry, Sir Roland, I was sort of falling asleep for a minute. Just not a lot happened.
Well, that's true, but give them time. The racing drivers have to sort their things out. Pans, of course, here. Look at Pans. You say nothing's happening. I say Pans is about to make a move. I hope. Well, Brody. There's some action. Iceman Walker and Brody. They're about to do something, and there's a line of cars in front of them. Everyone nice and smooth. Oh, no, he wasn't. He wasn't nice and smooth at all. Greenest. Come on, you know better than that. We know Greenest is a fine driver. He'll have to... There's something. He must have sneezed or something, clearly. But moving up, Pans is getting closer and closer to Maxi. And can he, with drag reduction system, get close enough? I don't think so. Nope, not even close. Not even close to close enough. Oh, but Brody and Iceman Walker. Core gets another penalty. Let's ride on board. Oh God, that's terrible. Oh, he had to have got that corner. No way. Yeah, good for you. Well, there it is. Pans has got himself a penalty, and the board is filling up. So far, we have Maxi, we have Woofafa, we have Undead. Oh, I was about to say Greenus, and he gets a penalty. Lord Goosler, good for you, sir. And Shadow Wolf, all penalty free. Please keep it that way, gents. Proud of you. Proud of you. Now, nevertheless, the penalties are evening out, and that's making a lot of drivers that got them initially, making them very happy to see their competitors picking them up now. We'll see. Now, this is the closest battle on track. It is Brody trying to make the move on the Alpine of Apex. Of course, the cars are, it's equal performance, in case you didn't know that. The Williams and the Alpine, although that's basically equal performance too. But, ouch! Yes, yeah, anyway, makes for exciting racing action, and Isovade has a penalty now. Did he already have one, or was he one of our good guys? I can't recall. But there's the move being made by Brody on Apex, and it appears to be done. Spanix picks up a penalty, and oh, there it is. I knew it. Like, yep, Brody's got that there. Undead sets the fastest lap at a 112.901. Where is he? And there's Wafafa thinking about making a move on the Undead. Or did Undead just pass him? That's probably more likely. He did just set the fastest lap. So that's more likely. But for now, let's say Wafafa's on the charge. Maybe he is.
Anything is possible, nephew. Wafafa is...
You've really mastered it.
Thank you. Don't interrupt.
Sorry.
Oh, look what you've done, Roland.
I'm sorry, Uncle.
Just as Wafafa was having success, you come along and ruin it with your hex.
It wasn't I just accidentally... Okay, well, the safety car's not my fault. But, I certainly don't know what this safety car is for. There's no driver... competition safety car. Well, nevertheless, there's the safety car, and we'll, speeding in the pit lane. Everybody just rocking up the penalties. My goodness. But a lot of drivers pitting, and we'll just ride up and see what happens with... There's your leader, as it was before. He's up by himself. Everything's cycling through, and he's back out front. And we'll be back in a moment. Alright, now, you know what I really love about safety cars? You know what the good thing is about them? From a commentator's point of view? Nothing. not a thing.
They're also not good for Shadow Wolf and other drivers who apparently continue to run afoul of the stewards and they're adequately...
Okay. Yes, the penalties and everything is wonderful. The stewards are flawless. You love them. Take them out to dinner, Uncle.
I did. Last night.
Oh, well, where'd you go?
A lovely little beef establishment.
What was it called?
Arby's, I believe.
Oh, yes, I've had that. It's good.
Yes.
Anyway, I didn't realize they had that in Canada.
It's everywhere.
Anyway, now see this view here. I should be able to choose every corner on the circuit. Dear whoever builds these games these days, EA Sports, Bob Codemasters, or whoever it is, let me choose each corner of the racing circuit. Just give me one fixed camera. Just give me one fixed camera at each place. I don't care. I'm not greedy. But just this, hoping for the best at all times. My God. It's just, I don't know. It's not much to ask, that's all I'm saying.
No, it's a modest request for sure, nephew.
Well, anyway, we're coming around the safety car. It's going to be another lap or so. So if you've got anything to do, have a sip of your beverage, take a bite of your sandwich that's been sitting there, for all this race. If it's gotten cold, you've got time. You can go throw it in the microwave or an air fryer. I don't know if you've tried an air fryer before, but those are wonderful.
I have one. It was a gift from my uncle. I'm sorry. I'm your uncle.
That's true. I didn't know where you were going there. But I gave him an air fryer, is the point he's trying to make, and you like it then?
Yes. I fry things with air.
Yep. That's, no. Still impressed over there, Stefan?
Yes, a little less, but it's still Rainer. You know, whenever I speak, someone gets a penalty, and there is the Rainer. Rainer has another one, and that is a sad feeling for everyone in the Rainer home, I'm sure. But nevertheless, to answer your question, whatever it was, appropriate response.
But that's wonderful. You just go back to your nap over there, and Uncle Roderick and I will handle this. Now, we have your racing leader, Undead, leading them round as James in P2. Then we have Woofaffa. He's there in third. We have Maxi in fourth. That's your point leader. Undead P2, 11 points back. What's the rest of it? Who else is in points here? Up and high in points. Iceman Walker's third in points, and he's down there. Core also fourth in points. He's in P7. James and Woofaffa, were you guys in points? Yep. Somewhere. Yep. Out of the top three. So, good races for them then. That'll move them up in points, but, yeah. Lots to watch here. And again, I'm going to give a good shout out to Undead. Woofaffa. Let's make sure we see him there. Yep, there, that Aston Martin there. And Maxi down to Lord Goosler. The lone drivers are without penalties. And that's something they should be very proud of. Let's see if they can bring that home. Still a lot of racing left, but anyway, as you noted up at the top, and I saw it too, goodness me, the safety car is in this lap. Hooray for all of us. Myself, Uncle Roderick, you the viewer at home, Sleepy McGee over there also in the booth, and all of us watching on Rena's Racing League Monday night. Welcome. Sir Roland Poley, your host, Roderick Poley beside me, Stefan Thuthik half asleep next to him, and there is a lot of racing action still to take place, and a lot of racing action about to take place right now. And there he goes, and he's booted, and I think he had a slightly, about the same, but I think James actually did a slightly better job there on that restart. Yes, he's closer to him for sure. But can James make the maneuver? Let's look at their tires quickly. Wasn't smart enough to do that before. James on fresher medium tires. And Woofaffa just scraping the bottom of the barrel as his apex on those mediums. So my goodness, gents, good luck with that. Let's turn... Oh, I've ruined it. Turn this off. There we go. I've saved it. So there's Undead. There's positions being changed there. Pans and Woofaffa. Very close battles. Let's go back and look at that. I know the move was made, but, yep, and just to save it, he has to cut the corner a little bit. Anyone else very close to making a move? There's Brody. Brody, could he make a move down here into the hairpin?
Indeed he does, nephew. Round he goes. Move complete, and he's not done.
Yes, I believe we could see a whole bunch of racing action here coming down into the final chicane. This could be very exciting. Look at this!
Oh my! What will we witness? Oh, we'll witness catastrophe! My God! Yes, it's Brody! Brody, and it took the brunt of said catastrophe.
Yes, but the racing action continues on up ahead, and we have Iceman Walker, Apex, just a plethora of racing drivers up ahead. Look at this, who's up at the front there? My goodness, who's up at the front of this? Oh, thank you, Helicopter View! Stay with us forever, we love you! Greenest makes his way around. Does he make his way around? Iceman Walker fights back, but it's Greenest. He's able to stick and make the move there. Well, stick, as I said. But here comes Lord Gooslaw. Can he make the move on his dear friend Apex? Apex, Gooslaw, Tristan, Rayner, friends from the long, long ago. And, oh, look at that. And who's that coming up behind? It's Isovade. My goodness me, the race action is coming fierce.
Indeed it is, nephew. As oh my, look at that, the Alpine cruising through the hairpin at breakneck speed, but no matter say his opponents.
Oh my, look at this three. Why'd they come down the straightaway? How will this turn out? Who will give? Who will not? Oh, I hope none of them give. Everyone just, if they made it. Good, safe and sound racing, boys. Way to go. My dear me. We lost someone back there, but, my goodness gracious, those gentlemen just treated us to some phenomenal racing. Can these gents up here do the same? We've got Core, Greenus, and Walker. I don't think Gooslaw's done. No, they're not. Look at this. Gooslaw and Apex are still going at it. Side by side, they touch. The Apex and Gooslaw have touched. And look at this. They're giving the spots back. True gents that they are, but someone's getting caught up in it back there. Who is that? Brody. Brody get caught up in the gentlemanly behavior of the other two racing drivers. I do believe that's how it all went down there, and it's Apex that comes out worse for wear. Oh no, my goodness. I love to see that sportsmanship, and then it just happened to work out that another racing driver came upon it. That's, I believe, what happened. Gooslaw and Maxi still the only driver. I mean, do not have penalties. That's still wonderful. And look at this, though. Brody is closing in here on Lord Gooslaw. It's getting close. It's close many places. Pans and Undead changing places only from the pits. Up front, Maxi trying to close in on James, who is now your race leader. Other cars pitting, watching intervals. We have to go back to Brody and Gooslaw. They're so close. Here he comes. DRS should be open, I believe. Yes, but still not close enough. Both racing drivers racing with such raciness. I can't believe it.
Well, believe it, nephew, because they're doing it. You're witnessing true racing prowess here before you. Iceman Walker once in on the action as well.
That's true, he does. Caution is out in Sector 1. Safety car, oh no. Let's find it. Let's ride on board here and see if we can find it as we come up. Did we miss it already? Well, boo. Who did we lose? What are these safety cars for? There's no... Oh. Noseless McGee here. Who's that? Oh, no. Is that Rayner?
Rayner! Will indeed need a bit of vehicular rhinoplasty, as his Mercedes is no longer... Well, it has no nose.
Yes, boy, you were so close. You were right on the edge of it. Thought you had it.
Thank you. Bit of rust.
Yes, yeah, all of us. But thought you were going to pump that one out there. Yes, unfortunate for Rayner. Is there anyone else that is involved in that? Well, this doesn't look good. Do you have a nose either, sir? Does Base Pistol, is he beakless as well? He's got all his racing, look, everything looks intact there, so nothing wrong. Okay, good. Well, curious. Here's all the drivers pitting. Let's see. Any wings being changed here? Penalties being served, who knows? Lots of things happening, but, now your race leader's core. We're gonna have to look at the tires now. Everything's all mixed up. Let's take a peek at it. They're gonna restart this race with around, maybe 6 to go or so, and, these racing drivers, they say this is it. This is what we got. And Iceman Walker on those 7-lap-old softs, 9 or so, old 10 when we get going. Oh, he's going to have to want it. I really like that, though. Iceman Walker being aggressive, and he is third in points, and his competitors are far behind him. Well, not far behind. Maxi, the point leader, is they're a few spots back, but Undead, where's he? Undead back in P9. Fresh softs, a lot of the way, the worst of the way back. Gooslaw could be in danger there, but he does have some older mediums behind him at the start. Perhaps that could be a help to Gooslaw, but I don't know. He could be in trouble. I don't know. It's going to be very exciting. I can't wait.
Well, wait we will. Not too much longer. But as these drivers come round, one can only remember all of the former Canada.
Yes, who can forget all those glorious races like the one that took place here in 2007? Do you remember the 2007 race? And the winner of that race went on to win it, and the podium. The podium was such a joy, and I remember I'll never forget the driver in second place was so pleased, and third was the third gentleman in third was very upset. Or maybe they were pleased. I can't recall. But I don't remember anything about it, actually.
I know. It's very obvious. And I'm not telling you.
Oh, please, just
Look it up. God.
Sorry, I'm not as good at my F1 knowledge as you.
It's pathetic. Pathetic, I tell you.
Anyway, please end safety car, because I'm getting raked over the coals here. By Johnny Knowledge over here. But anyway, these racing drivers are rounding around, and that's what they do. And let's take a peek at everyone that's been in this race that we haven't seen much of. Spanik, Shadow Wolf, lots of penalties going around. Season, Pistol. Easy, buddy. No, don't be easy. You gotta catch up. He doesn't have to be easy at all. He's doing his job. And then, we have Woofafa. Look at that line of cars. That's beautiful. See, just give me that camera angle. Oh boy, did they call that late or what? Did they just call that right then? No way. Oh, no way. What a tease. Is the safety car in or not? Oh, they gave us a full lap of it. That's pretty brutal. I thought they were giving us a last second there and giving us a moment to hang in there. We're not racing. Hang in there. Slow down, everyone. Safety car's still out. We didn't go. My goodness, easy, fellas. Ah!
My God! Is this their first time?
It appears so. I mean, now that was suspect. It did say safety car in this lap, but no one went. Obviously, the guys in front of you aren't going. You see that enormous cluster happening in front of you. Easy there, Glitchford. What's that guy's problem? Gooselar, what is your problem? Quit glitching. Oh, just catastrophe happening here. Who knows what's going on back there, but apparently some drivers didn't get the message that we weren't resuming racing, and I was hoping right there they threw it in. I thought maybe the safety car would take a hard left, and he didn't. But didn't feel like it. He said, nope, we're going to go one more. So that gives us one more opportunity, hopefully this final opportunity to see what these drivers do on a restart. But we have new drivers to see on the restart. It's not Undead bring him to the restart here. It's going to be Core and Walker. I don't know. It's hard to say who's going to be in the best seat here. Will it be James or Maxi? It all depends on their starts. But if these guys get to battling up in front of them, then it's any man's game. We'll have to see. So now approaching the safety car is in the pit lane now, so he can go at any moment he chooses. What will Core do? Let's get rid of these tires. Matters not now. All that matters is what's between, who does what in the car? What's in the... Oh, look at that start by Iceman Walker. Exactly the start he needed. Oh my, will he get him? Get him, Iceman Walker. Down into turn one, it's Iceman Walker. Will he do it? The round he goes, battling hard on these racing drivers, but he doesn't quite have enough. Core holds him off. Amazing racing.
My God! Another pill! Post haste! Because these racing... Thank you! These racing drivers are out of their minds, as am I, from the racing action.
Yes, you were. More water there and drink a pill. My God, that was phenomenal. And the safety car is out again. I'm bamboozled and I'm shocked at the level of wonderfulness that we're seeing. But unfortunately, something happened back here that wasn't so wonderful, and the carcass has long been cleared. So we'll hop off of that, and we've lost Isovade. He was in P14, and Isovade is now in isolation, I think, at the infield care center. We'll have to hope he's okay. And I'm sure he's fine. We'll have to check on his little digital character later and get the prognosis. I'm sure it's good. Fast healing time. These AI characters. Quick turnaround. Now, my goodness, we're gonna get to do it again. And whew, what a move, Iceman Walker. Goodness gracious, sir.
Indeed. Quite a move made, but Iceman Walker had nothing for Core, it would seem, because Core would not let him by. Refusal was in the mind of Core.
Yes, indeed it was. Now, this should, theoretically, it would be nice if we get a safety car in this lap, like right now, because, no one's bitten, no one's doing nothing. These guys are all caught up before we even get into Sector 2, so hopefully they're bunched up. Let's do it. But maybe not. Nevertheless, the racing that we do get to see, whether it's 4 laps or 3, it's going to be something.
Indeed, something is what it will be, as mentioned before. But Iceman Walker, James, and Pans, all hoping desperately to keep this man behind. Maxi, your point leader and strongest threat in the early stages of this race.
That's true. He was a very, very strong force. He was marching his way through the field, and I've just been much impressed with his performance. And can he bring it home? That'll be exciting. One last look at the tires, and the position changes. Let's look at that too, because if up 13 places, as we were just saying, marching through the field is what he's done all day long, and he's done it. And Core too, look at that, 7 places up there. Well done. But yeah, Maxi, that's the one. But tires, let's take a quick peek. He's in a good shape there. The 2 leaders, my goodness, look out, you two. You're gonna have people all over you, so you better get off and running. One of you, whichever one of you ends up with the lead, out of turn 1 and 2, better take off. Back behind, we see Lord Gooselaw. He could be in trouble there on those old soft balonies, but perhaps he can make a little hay while the sun is still shining. And then I think that's about it. We have a 12-lap-old mediums there for Brody, so I don't know. I think all those soft tire guys, they're ready to go, and it's all about what Core and Iceman Walker can do up front, and what James and Pans can do behind, and Maxi, of course. And Greenes, and Brody, and pretty much everyone else. That's how racing works. Well done. Thank you. So, as we approach the end of this race, it's getting exciting. Let's turn that crap off the screen. It always feels terrible to watch back and know that was on screen for 20 minutes. But here we are. Let's get the tires off, though. See, we're remembering.
Well done, and the safety car will be in this lap. Will pull down the pit lane, conclude his service of safety, and then we shall resume racing with 2 racing laps to decide the Canadian Grand Prix.
Yes, and it's exciting, and it's where we are, and now Stefan's awake over there.
Yes, I am awake now, Sir Roland. I saw that it was 2-3 laps to go, and I figure let's check things out. And I'm very excited to see what this race has to say at the end. Core, Iceman Walker, James is excitement.
Well, that's very true. And here they go, and Cora's away. Cora's away, and look who's back behind James. James, what a start by James. We're going to have to see that, because he's going to make a move down in its own when I knew he will. Soft tires, they're stronger than your old ones there, Iceman Walker, but Iceman Walker holds on. Oh, what a good racing battle. Get off this view, it's terrible. That's the one, and he dives it down in. James barrels it down into the 5th or so turn. I don't know what it is, but he's around. and he's going after the race win. Penalties we must know. We must know the penalties. We're going to leave that up because we have to know how it's going to sort itself out. James has 6 seconds of penalty, so Core is safe. Even if he were to get around, Core would be safe. Looking back through the field, so many things happening. Undead looking to make a move, cannot quite do so.
Everywhere one looks, there are battles, nephew. Ahead. No, unable to.
Yes, everywhere one looks, it's happening. And there, James has made the move on Core, but no matter, says Core, I just need to stay here. But behind him is Pans. Pans says, you have more than just that to do, sir. You have me to contend with. And behind, look who that is, penalty free. Oh, bumpity-doo! I believe there may have been... Ah, look at this!
Oh my! Contact was made, and Maxi point leader is right behind, penalty free. Oh my, a bumpity-doo out of the final chicane towards the world champions, and everyone came away unscathed.
Yes, indeed, unscathed is the way they came out, but my goodness, and the temper's unscathed. I would doubt it. Apex is out of the session, but there will be no caution, or no safety car, I should say. These drivers are going after it. They are fighting tooth and or nail. Pans has to hang on. Keep the interval within 3 seconds. Keep Maxi behind. Can it be done? Can Pans hold on? Can he get the victory? It's getting exciting, isn't it? Oh, my dear Lord. Viewer at home, I hope you're excited, because, well, clearly I am. I can hardly breathe.
Well, let me breathe then and speak as James leads them towards the final line. It is Pans who will get the victory, I declare. Maxi will have nothing to say.
Yes, I do believe that's true. I do believe it's Pans. Pans is going to bring it home. It'll be James who crosses the line first. No, wait, I'm stupid. I can't do mathematics. I forgot Maxi had no penalties. Oh, my God. Apologies. And I'm terrible. And I'm the worst at doing math on the planet. It's Maxi. Well, that's fun. That's fun to get to the last 2 seconds and realize that you've ruined, that you've done poorly. But hooray for Maxi! And we were really excited at Pans. That's the most excited for a P2 ever. But hooray for Maxi, and boo to my math skills and paying attention. I mentioned Maxi's lack of penalties, and then it just somehow slipped my mind, and I didn't see the lack of penalties there. But it's Maxi who pulls out the win, and I'm terrible, but it's good times, yeah, well, it's a good race there. A lot of action there. Got fierce there at the end. Pans P2, James P3. That's your podium. Undead, Core, Iceman, Walker, everyone really through the field provided some great race, and oops, we ended up on not the winner, and that's terrible. Well, not quite as terrible as the end of my the last couple laps there, but that's all right. Brushing off the dust, and my goodness, driver of the day, no doubt about it. Back to the front. Maxi just that was quite a tear he went on there, and apologies to him that I wasn't more excited about him getting the victory, but lives and learns, and yeah, we improve and we try, but thank you so much to each and every one of you who joined us here for Raina's Racing League. And oh dear Lord. Well, that's embarrassing. I guess, yep. We'll just keep it rather composed after that. I'm sure nobody saw. It's just a Grand Prix on worldwide television. Yep. Well, that was that was embarrassing, and
my God, I hope he's okay.
Yes, I think. Imagine if that would have been you, Uncle Roderick.
I'd still be down.
Yeah, that's for sure. You'd still be down. Although I'm sure his pride is too. But it says the guy who can't tell who's going to win the race. But
that's okay. Maxi is your winner. Pans, P2, and James. That is your podium. And that's it.
Yes, it is. That's it. And my goodness. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you tried to. We certainly tried, and for all of us here at Raina's Racing League, and for Uncle Roderick and Stefan over there, and myself, Sir Roland Pearly, we hope you had a good time, and we'll see you again down the road, and until then, be kind to one another, and yeah, have yourselves a fine evening.